What is up, YouTube? HiFiceGuy9000 here. This is day 1 and 2 of my dressing historically for 1 week. And this is me pointing out a non-existent fashion plate. We're starting with my winged collar shirt with a purple cravat. You'll see here in a second when that comes into play. This is heavily sped up because it's literally just me buttoning up a shirt. I missed the shirt, but I didn't miss how tough those buttons were. And here I am pulling the cravat back around. And I wanted to experiment with this. I forget what it's called, but this is the traditional way of tying a cravat. And you see this in a lot of historical as well as modern weddings, aside from the ruched cravat or the four in hand, as I most often wear. And here I am forgetting how to tie it. So once I have that figured out, I'm tightening it up to my neck, making sure it looks good. And then unfolding it, kind of putting it into place, making sure it looks nice. And whenever I pin it, you'll see here in a second that I pin it way too far off to the side, and it just looked horrible, so I had to redo it later. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. There you go. Now these are my white linen trousers. They are very, very light, very comfortable. Yeah, they're very, very good for summer. I don't know how I didn't get them dirty when I wore them, but whatever. Here I am pulling those up. Next is my white brocade double-breasted waistcoat. Now I do have a linen summer waistcoat that I've yet to wear because it's not properly bleached and it's a little hard to style, but I will eventually feature it in a video. And here I am buttoning that up and still fucking with my cravat, looking for my timepiece. There it is, which amazingly managed to stay working the entire 3 months that it was away, so great investment on my behalf. Link in the description. Here I am reaching for this cutaway coat that I thrifted. I got it for $9, so that was a fucking steal, obviously. It is a lot thinner than my other one, making it perfect. It was actually very comfortable. It was actually a very good use. And there I am showing the pattern that you can't see. I also had to hem the sleeves on them because they were way too long, as always. That coat is itching to add another, 2 buttons. I really want to add more buttons to that. The one button look is okay. I don't mind it. But I would prefer it to have more than one button. There I am fucking with my collar. And finally, to top it all off, my straw boater. Very, very nice hat. It is soft. It is not hard, or it is not antique either, but who really cares? And here I am adjusting the sleeves on my shirt, just making sure that everything looks nice. And I was relatively happy, so I went on. And of course my ring. And a sip of water, because why not? And that was my outfit for day 1. Moving on to day 2, I wanted to do something with my double-breasted, oh my god, here I am putting on chapstick. Okay, so I wanted to do something with this double-breasted summer coat that I picked up. Yeah, I'm finally featuring it in a video. Or no, I've done a video with it before. I wanted to do an outfit inspired by one of Dimitri's Paris outfits from Anastasia. So we're starting off with the same shirt from yesterday with a sort of Art Deco-y-ish tie. ties were something that were around in the 20s, so really just adds to the 20s aesthetic. Here I am pulling that around to the front and figuring out the length. And here I am starting to tie it. Of course, 4 in hand, because, well, it's one of my favorite knots. Or it is my favorite knot. I don't have a second favorite knot. You see how fucking smooth that was? Jesus, that was beautiful. So, tightening that up to my collar and pulling my collar out from underneath, or the wings out from underneath the tie. Making sure that looks nice. And, of course, my pin. This is a replica of a 1870s piece, I believe. Link in the description on that as well. You'll see here I pinned it way too low, so I actually went in and repinned it again. This is what 3 months without a cravat pin does to you. And my cotton gray checked trousers, these are very lightweight, very soft. Yeah, they're a really good summer pants. So here I am pulling those up, making sure everything's all spick and span. And of course, fucking with my collar again. And fucking with my cravat again. And then my collar again. And of course, my ring. And moving on to the jacket. The sleeves are hell on earth to deal with since I hem them myself, and the cuffs want to catch on the sort of lip it created when I hem them. Here I am buttoning that up. And this is around the point when I realized that Dimitri wears a boutonniere. In the film, he wears a red rose boutonniere, but I do not own that yet. So I did try a variation with a red carnation that I normally wear for formal events, and it didn't look as good, so I skipped out on it. And that is my outfit for day 2. Stay tuned for day 3.